right.
Hey, we have our first Pedro Fiasco soap today from Ariana and Evans.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
And we only are because of you.
Yes,
Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching our little
Means a
show.
lot.
So our mention today is this little guy, because I've had a few people, including Crystal,
have?
ask me about this today. This is our solution for getting our soap sanitarily out of the container. I'm not sure if that was a word, but it's kind of...
It is now.
So this is two things. I found this plastic thing. This is a Q-tip dispenser that I found on Amazon.
But it's now multi-purpose.
Yeah, these are our wooden cosmetic applicators, and the Amazon link is on your screen now for these as well. So they come in a pack of 500, and they last us a long time.
They do.
And it's a lot nicer for me to throw wood in the garbage than plastic, so
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
want
our
these.
go-to.
So yeah, just don't knock this over, because the lid comes
It will
off,
be
they
like
all spill
confetti.
out, and Marcus cries. So yeah. And what's our soap today?
So we've done a few from Ariana and Evans, but this is our first from their little Pedro Fiasco section
yes,
here.
we were talking to Peter Chikalis, and he had wanted to come up with a line for the budget shaver. Somebody where cost is the most important factor in their buying decision. And these are amazing little soaps that sort of fill that bill. If you're not a real collector like us, could be a great thing to pick up for your daily shave.
And there's a few different scents or in this category. So we have today the Amaretto one.
And since almond is a classic scent in Italian barbershops, what better way to throw this in than in our classic aftershave month? So hey, let's meet the soap. So this is from the sales page at aegrooming.com, the Pedro Fiasco line made with beer.
Wow,
So
okay.
pure amaretto, right from the bottle, with almond biscotti and some creaminess like tiramisu cream.
Oh.
That's what the delicious amaretto-inspired soap smells like to me. Simply wonderful, with some darker notes to make this scent interesting.
Well, okay.
And
Intriguing.
5 ounces of goodness.
Okay.
Whoa,
It's a 5-ounce
this is
soap. Great.
exciting, and a little trip to Italy for us here on a
you
Saturday
ready?
morning. Yeah, let's unbox it.
There are two in here, so no peeking.
There are 2 in here. One is for a future upcoming episode. Don't tell anyone there's a peony and a serpent hiding in the box as well.
Coming
All right,
attractions.
where's today's soap? Whoa,
Oh.
Wait
Wow.
a minute,
Old
different
school.
label, y'all. This is not the Pedro Fiasco label.
That right?
This is an Italian label. Oh, it does say Pedro Fiasco.
But
it's
it
not
looks
the
more
same one.
Italian, yeah.
Oh, a little classier
Maybe
of
they
a
made an
label,
upgrade,
y'all. Let's see
yeah.
here. Woo!
Okay.
Oh, very
Fancy,
nice. Very
fancy.
dapper,
Yeah,
y'all.
it does
this.
look more Italian-y, maybe,
Old
yeah?
school shaving cream.
Well, it's a cream, not a
and
soap.
5 ounces.
Interesting.
Oh, I think it's time. Are you ready
Yeah.
for it?
Oh, see, this says Amaretto di Saronno.
Oh.
Saronno.
It's a little bit different name, I guess. The other one, I think, is called Amaretto Noir when it's on
Right?
the label.
So I'm guessing it's similar, but maybe a new label branding.
There is one way to find out. All right, you go first. You go
you
first.
think?
I will watch the
Okay.
eyes.
All right. I'm still
let's see
new
the
to
pour
what
here.
that Amaretto kind of can be. All right. Pour for those who like to see.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
All right. I'm intrigued. Let's see what this 5 ounce has
All
to
right.
say here.
Take it in. Take us back to old Italy.
Wow. It's definitely sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah. More that sweeter side.
Nice. The last couple we did were on the drier side.
And I
so-
do get more of like the cherry right
Oh.
away. You know, like it did mention that, but I do get that brightness of the cherry and I guess that is almond. I just didn't really know that in my brain that's what I was smelling.
Oh, this is cool. Somebody on the boards was actually the other day asking, hey, y'all, do you know of a good cherry forward scent?
Yeah, and this definitely has more. It reminds me of like the cherry in, what's the Dr. Pepper with cherry in it?
Oh!
It's that type of a
Right.
similar cherry in my mind. More like the maraschino
Like
cherry
a
side.
Roy Rogers kind
Yeah.
of cherry going on?
Yeah, so it's definitely more sweeter. For those people that like the sweet scents, this may be more in that lane for you.
And I know this is going to be very surprising to most of you, but I was a Roy Rogers junkie growing up. Junkie.
The inner kid had to have a little added of that. Mm-hmm.
Right? I got thrown out of 12-step meeting, but I tried. I was a junkie for the...
Yeah. Okay. So from this classic label to then go to that more like sweeter gourmandy kind of side. See what you think. That's what I'm getting off my first impression. Just off the puck.
Whoa.
Am I sort of in the right lane?
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, 100%. Oh, I am happy to report.
Right?
What a gorgeous cherry scent. And you know what's really cool, y'all? The first thing I get that's balancing out the cherries is actually a tiny bit of a very masculine floral.
Is that what it is? I definitely got the almondy kind of in the base.
And then under that is a little bit of almond. And then under that is the amaretto.
Oh,
so
see, my brain's still trying to figure out what the amaretto part is.
Right. It's almost like I've got the dessert first, and then the amaretto's sitting over there waiting for after I have my first bite.
And they did mention like a tiramisu-y kind of vibe. So that sweeter but savory side.
Oh, and y'all, I am happy to report. I know that the Pedro Fiasco line is on the less expensive side of the A and E lines.
But
y'all,
and the
this
scent
quality of scent is right up there with the big boys. I am telling you, it's a beautiful scent.
It's still a complex scent profile that we're looking at.
And here's what I like. Even though we are giant fans of and getting a big burst of cherry, it's not any kind of a cherry that I would think you could get like out of a bottle. This is a cherry that uses different things to put it together. It's a full cherry dessert. It's a cherry drink. It's like a warm cherry somehow.
And right when I think it's going to get too sweet, then is when it switches to the more tiramisu, amaretto, almondy, something more savory on that side.
And then I get some cookie and I get some...
And I'm curious because it says shaving cream, not shaving soap.
Right.
Like, I wonder if that's a part of the different base that the Pedro Fiasco thing has.
There's something... Okay, hold on. I need to put a flag in this for a second, y'all.
Flag time.
This has something in it that's grounding it at the end that ain't a gourmand. I know that's a weird thought.
No, I know
that's a weird thought. But it's got something rocky in it at the end. It's got something that's not... I don't want to... No, it's more of like, this is where I want to hang. This is the wood. This is the rock. This is the place.
That you're actually at.
Right. Where I'm having this
wherever
beautiful
this is at.
cherry experience. Right. You get the end. And it's so perfectly matched to that cherry. I can't see straight.
Well, and I was even trying to figure out, is it more masculine or feminine? Because I think what you're smelling is more that masculine kind of ending. And my nose is stuck on the beginning sweeter side. That could be a little more of the fun, flirty side.
So is this like a 6-foot dude Italian baker? You know what I mean? He's got the rolling pin. His arms are rolled up. And
it might be one of those when you're smelling it or I'm smelling it or on either of us, you might get different sides. Because it does have the more gourmandy twist to it. Right. Which, we could kind of be our own little thing.
Oh, and you know what? Not a giant walk to Cologne town, y'all.
No, there is something at the end happening.
Glad tidings of great joy. This could for sure be a really beautiful masculine cologne.
Yeah.
But a really friendly one.
Yeah, friendly is a great word because think about it. Somebody that would have that cherry kind of side of tiramisu, they are a friendly hangout. Right? They know their desserts, you know?
There are certain scents for me that are come talk to me scents that are I have open arms.
All inclusive kind of a thing.
And there are some scents that are the opposite. There are some scents that are piss off. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
And there are. And this one is one of those that's open arms.
But it does have that fun Italian vibe, which think of an Italian family, like everyone's welcome, a big table, we're all hanging out together.
I don't know
has
if you've
that
ever
kind
had
of
a
vibe.
holiday with some Italian friends at their big family table, but
loud and fun,
And it goes all night, and if you're there, you're adopted for the night.
Yep, you are now Italian.
And maybe for the rest of your life. Like, you are an honorary member of that family if you're at that table and you're having their Sunday gravy.
It's true, though.
You know, that's how it works.
It is. It's that open table, everyone welcome back.
It's the hospitality.
There you go. There is something that goes to like a clean, I don't want to say soapy, but obviously it's a shave soap.
Yes.
But, there's something that, once you get past the kind of more gourmandy side, it does switch and it is that fresh, clean scent still.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's at least where it kind of could be. Maybe a barbershop is next to a, Old Fountain soda shop or like something.
Or if I had to make a laundry detergent that smelled like almonds, so that my beautiful, clean laundry had a little bit of an Italian almond flair to it.
Do we attempt to lather and see if we're getting the right things here?
I mean, we're already skipping a few segments here. We got to just do scent notes. Let's do that first.
It is It is a shaving cream. So when you dig in there, I'm curious if it's more the cream than like a harder soapy kind of side.
Why don't we share with the people at home?
It may be nothing, but I'm just curious.
Oh, no, it's pretty normal.
Okay.
It's pretty normal what I'd expect from a shaving soap.
All right.
It's probably a little softer than
Okay, so maybe it is a little more of the cream because it does, only because I read on the label. Does it say?
Probably a little softer than Aqua de Boracay, but not so much that you totally notice.
Interesting.
Ooh, this has like a marzipan kind of feel in the bowl, y'all.
Did you
do we have a visitor? Do we have a guest? Is Mr. McFeely here at the
but I think
Barbershop
she
Duet?
thought she'd like to smell what we got going on here.
This is my AKA Brush and Bowl from Amelia Gardner, and this is my Cavalier King Charles Spaniel from Broadway. Her name's Elaine Stritch.
But, since you wanted to come take a whiff here, let's see what we got.
I know Peter said that the Fiasco soaps were on the less expensive side of
things. A lower
things,
price point, but
y'all, this
quality.
lather is awesome, and the scent is awesome. So, I'm not really sure where the budget part kicks in, but this is gorgeous, and the scent is doing new, clean thing. Y'all, look at this. Look at the lather.
Yeah, it is waking up wonderfully.
Look at it. Look at it.
Quality.
Beautiful.
Right there,
Beautiful. Back and forth. Oh, it's beautiful. Laney lies down.
Yeah. Peter said that he had dogs when we talked to him on the phone the one time.
Oh,
so, hi to your doggies, too.
There you go.
Oh,
this is stunning stuff. Woo! And the more time you give it, the more it gives back.
And I feel like it's going to blend together in a new fun way than straight off the puck. Like, I'm curious what you're going to get when you smell it there. Yeah,
you want that on your Frappuccino? Y'all, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah? Different combo there?
Oh, smell that.
Yeah, there's something more clean now, and I get a little more masculine now out of there compared to the tub.
And we can now read the scent notes. So let's take a look. This is from the sales page at AE Grooming.
All right.
So number one, not a big surprise, or number two, or number three. Okay, you ready? So here's the big three. Amaretto. Got it. A little bit in the background for me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A little bit in the background. If you've smelled like the actual amaretto liqueur.
Right.
It's
but I get this second one, the cherry almond. I get those two first. And then amaretto scent-wise.
Love it.
They're definitely in there.
Now, here. This is where it takes a hard right. So all of those first three things, amaretto, cherry, almond, those are about a third,
and
about
they're
half
in the title,
of what's going on.
We get it.
The other half...
Total switch.
At least the other half are these. And y'all, the way these click together is unexpected and delightful.
But it keeps it in that same fun, lighter realm.
Right. It's what makes it friendly.
Right.
Like this tug of war.
But this is totally what it is.
Yep.
Lily. So that is more on the sweeter, friendlier, welcoming side.
So imagine almond, cherry, and those beautiful lighter scents, and then connect it with Lily. Beautiful.
Right. And then here it gets a little more masculine. Labdanum.
There it is.
And amber. That's what I'm getting at the end.
Boom! Yo,
that's the amber ending.
So different from those first three notes. It's like those last three notes are a totally different soap, but it totally makes sense.
And it does keep it in that more, like an almond biscotti doesn't have as sweet of a hit as it does with the cherry or the tiramisu side. So I'm kind of getting that zone, if that could make more sense, like as it blended together here.
Right. And you know what? It is such a great balance that I bet you if you blind now, put this under the nose of a few people, half would say it's a gourmand, and I bet you the other half wouldn't.
I would agree.
Because
it's right in the middle.
Right. It depends on which door you come in. You're going to come in this door or that door because the other one will meet you at the end, right?
Well, and even if you break those 6 cents up into two little sides, you got the first three, amaretto, cherry, almond, cut it, and then the next half you can be more vanilla lily, labdanum, amber side. Like you, depending what you want to smell.
Boy,
it totally.
You said that right. Do you smell how the vanilla and the lily come together in this to just be
That's why I wasn't getting the vanilla off the puck because they dance together perfectly. And I'm so curious how this is made with beer. That's so intriguing.
Oh, let's have a grown-up conversation.
I don't know where that goes.
I was actually a little scared when we were at the very beginning of our journey that this smelled like beer.
Like it would? Yeah,
like
because
sometimes
the
in soaps
label.
when you see like marshmallow root is in the soap, I used to think that it smelled like marshmallow.
Right.
No, that's an ingredient. That's not a scent note,
the base itself.
So, you're not going to smell the beer because he's using it for the yeast. He's using it for the other thing.
Right.
Maybe not the yeast, I don't know. But he's using it for the ingredients in the beer, right? So, you don't, good tidings of great joy. There's no beer in this.
No.
Oh, there is a lovely cherry
That is intriguing
cordial.
how it's made.
Oh, and that, I kind of want to smell labdanum on its own because I kind of get a sense of what it smells like.
Right. But it really fits well with the amber. And that's what makes it more the masculine side, like keeps it in that warmer zone.
Yeah.
It's fun because we purchased it based off the other fun logo. And then now this makes it much more of like a mature, fun side to it. And I wasn't expecting, like, it put a total twist on what are, you get things in your mind, you preconceive things, but they totally flipped it upside down, literally label out of the box.
Right. And actually, folks, here is the label we were expecting. This is what, so you notice it looks a little bit more whimsical. It looks a little bit more like we're having a good time. It's fun. It's kitschy. It's campy, right?
But then this totally mixed it up.
This is gorgeous. I mean, if you saw like a top of the line, artistically designed label on this soap,
and it has way more of like the serious masculine kind of vibe. Where the other one has that fun, quirky, like cartoony kind of side with the suds overflowing, like totally different vibe.
And I love that the rocky, resinous parts of this do have a sweet edge to them. It's not like those are the dry parts that's pulling against the cherry and the almond. No, they're adding to the sweetness as well. And it's just beautiful.
Smell this off the tub one more time. And then see... Like this is
more the almond,
right? The more sweeter here, right?
Right.
First whiff, and then when you go there, it blends together, and it really kind of takes that lily labdanum amber side into the combo.
Dry, beautiful sandiness to sort of balance out the beautiful sweetness of this. This is a masterful hand. I've never smelled anything like this. I don't think.
I think we may have to try and dive a little deeper into these fun ingredients and see what Pedro Fiasco has to say.
Down to Sicily. You know what else I love about this? This is masculine, but in a kind of a new way. Does that make sense?
No, I could see what you're saying.
This is not traditionally a masculine scent, but if you ask me, is this masculine? Masculine! It's masculine. But I don't know. I don't know how.
Well, and that's why when I first took a scent off the puck, like I was trying to figure out too, where does this fall? Because it is like its own lane.
For sure.
And, and almost like when you're trying to talk about other people getting into shaving, like this is might be a fun, welcoming way for like that intro to shaving with artisan stuff.
And I never realized how much the partners in the shaving world influence the buying decisions, but I hear that all the time. Oh, I love it, but my partner hates it, so I don't use it.
I have to use it when she's not home.
I never thought of that, because I mean, we kind of like everything.
Clearly we have fun.
Things we like to do. But I just, I totally get it that you might have a partner or even kids. Like,
like a father to son
Angela talks
thing.
about that when he gets in the car to drive the girls to school. Like they can smell what he's using and whether they like it or not. So shaving soaps are not just an individual decision. They can be an entire family meeting decision.
Right. But this would definitely fall in that lane.
Right.
For sure.
So if you were looking for one, if you are a corn-fed newbie right out of the box and you're looking for something that not only your partner, but your kids and your mother-in-law and your dog
everybody
and your cat and your gerbils and your geckos and everything else in the house you're going to love. This one.
Yeah.
And it's funny, but when people come over to smell from our locker, I have to curate it for them. I have to be like, okay, what would Joel like? What would Sarah's dad like? But this is what I feel like we could throw at anybody and they'd be like, yep, this and everybody in my whole house would appreciate it.
And I think a lot of people don't know that shave soaps can smell like this.
Right. That's the first battle, isn't it?
Instead of them just picking up a Parasso or something, like the understanding, like the difference of an actual artisan shave soap, they come up with crazy things like these. Like, who would have thought?
I keep going back to this thought, but I think that these soaps are sort of a jackass litmus test. I think that only the really cool people in this world are going to smell this and go, that's rad. I'd love to shave with that.
Right.
Because it's the people that smell this and go, man, I'm happy with mine.
Right.
Like,
and even
yeah,
like
but
our first...
you use Barbasol. I mean, come on, dude.
But even like our first week, we had some fun different ones. Like we even had a cola soap. We had some that were totally different because we were just so impressed. Like, what do you mean you can have a cola? Yeah.
And my favorite... Amaretto. And this just proves my point. The people in my life that I kind of like knew before we did this show who are those kind of amazing people who've never let go of their inner children.
Right.
Those are the one or two who went out and got some of these. And in fact, one of them even went out and got cola. Michael, I'm looking at you. So it's that. These are a jackass detector. If you could smell this and be like, that's awesome. That's your friend. That's your friend. And that may be why the shaving world and community is so amazing.
Right. And,
so
it just changes something that you're going to have to do anyways into a fun, enjoyable experience that the scents just take you on a journey while you're mid-shave. You can just enjoy where you are.
So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is be a cartridge shaver who watches the show and is a little bit curious. You got $15-20. You can go to aegrooming.com. Take a look at their Pedro Fiasco line. Send one out to you, and then you can let us know what you think. Put it in a coffee mug, move it around a little bit, and guess what, new shaver? You just got your own!
So head over to aegrooming.com or shavingshopclub.com to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want.
Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Amaretto Sorrento, and I think this might be a cousin to those new creams that Peter's got coming out from A&E that are so absolutely beloved, because what a fantastic shave this is, and what a beautiful Amaretto. Just hints of some of the other herbs and spices, but more of that pure almond/cherry, and by the way, for a perfumer, those two notes are super close. So if you love one, you're gonna have the other there. And y'all, what a great shave. Hey, thank you, Peter Chuck Callis.
Welcome to Messages!
Hey, y'all. So we wanted to share our love for the shave supply and everything Garrett's got going on down there, including a couple of exclusives. So we're going to have a $20 e-gift card giveaway for y'all! And all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com. Check back on September 4th when we draw our lucky name on the show to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck!
Yep. Expectations and soap.
Which is funny, because I totally was picking this based off the label, but we have been completely surprised.
I have yet to be disappointed in the shaving world. Whenever I set my expectations, they are always blown away. Even this brush and bowl that I got from AKA Brush, they're just insane the way it fits my hand. Anyway, that's not my point. My point is, hey, if this is the budget line of
more
soaps, y'all, just fantastic and a great way to build your collection if you don't want to be spending $25-30 on a soap, because sometimes you can. What a great option in 5 full ounces.
We should check and see what those other ones that they have under the Pedro Fiasco line, because there's a few different scents.
You know what? Clear a path to the computer, because I think we're going to be heading over there like General Sherman's March to the Sea.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.